Unlike auto insurance, home insurance can be different between companies. If you're a homeowner looking for insurance, certified financial planner Travis Cairns joins us with tips on how to find the right insurance for our needs. Thanks so much for joining us.
Oh, my pleasure, Bob. How are you?
Good, good. So what are some of the things we need to be aware of when purchasing home insurance online or through a call center?
Well, Bob, in today's day, we see in the advertisements, click and save, whether it be insurance or anything else. So when you're going to hit click and submit to have your house insurance, there's four main things you want to be sure you're aware of, especially if you're comparing quotes. So I'm going to have the audience grab a pen because you need to write these things down. And I'm going to ask you all four questions that you can answer yourselves. And when we're done, you might want to run out and check your policy. So grab a pen. Okay, we're good. Okay,
we're good.
Number one. Annette doesn't have a pen yet. Annette, get your pen.
Oh, she's got a pen.
I always have a pen.
Number one is, how much is your house insured for? Do you even know what that number is? Is it 500,000? Is it 600,000? It's not the market value. It's the rebuild of your house that we care about. And do you know that number? Bob, do you know that number? I don't need the answer.
Yes, but that's the thing, the guaranteed replacement cost, the fine print there, you need to know if the home is being fully replaced, correct?
Well, you just stole my number two, Bob. Number two is what happens if that number's wrong?
Yeah.
Right? If God forbid your house burns to the ground and the insurance company goes to rebuild it and they're at that number and you still have no roof, is Bob calling his buddies with a case of beer and a pizza, or are they going to guarantee to replace your home? Number three is, do you have water coverage? And when I say water coverage, Bob, I'm not talking about a burst pipe. That's covered by everybody's house policy. We're talking about outside water getting into the home through a sewer backup, your sump pump failing and that well starts to overflow into your basement, seepage through the walls of your foundation, or an actual flood, like it's raining for days and you see Noah's Ark floating down the road with giraffes out the window.
And we've had historic flooding in the region, and people have been blindsided by that.
Correct. And on most policies, that water is an optional endorsement. So if you don't have it, you could be standing there in 2 feet of water, and that's the wrong time to realize that when I hit click, submit to my house policy and think, oh, I have house insurance. But what do you have when you hit submit?
Yeah. Now, what are some of the other things that we need to think about that could negatively impact our claims?
Well, number one is knowing your policy, as we're talking about. People think insurance companies are just trying to get out of paying, which is not the case. It's, are you actually covered for the event that happened to you? So again, are you standing in 2 feet of water to then find out, oh, I didn't pay the extra couple $100 for water coverage? So that's one way you're going to find out that you're not covered for what you think you are.
What about changes? Like changes to the property?
Exactly. Advising your insurance company on what we would call a change in material risk. So is that I added 500 square feet of an addition and forgot to tell my insurance company? Did I do extensive renovations? Did I change the occupancy of my home? Did I move out of this house, move into another house, and keep that one as a rental? And now those are not, it's not a homeowner occupied house. It's a rental dwelling, which is a whole different type of policy. So we're not trying to get out of paying. It's, you have to have specific policy for the type of house you have and specific endorsements to ensure you have no surprises. We don't want surprises.
No, we don't like that. And with the little time that we have left, tips on saving money.
Okay, the biggest question. Number one is relative to everything we just said, know your policy. Make sure you have the endorsements you want. On the flip side of that, you might be overinsured. So talking about water in the basement, do you have $200,000 of coverage that you're paying for, but meanwhile your basement's unfinished? That's a way to save, is make sure you're not overinsured. Number two, bundle. Have your home and auto in the same place. It's significant discounts no matter where you're insured. Number three, do you have any alarms or water sensors that offer discounts that your company needs to know about? And number four, and this may sound strange, have decent credit. Every insurance company in Ontario uses credit as a rating factor for home insurance, not a hard credit hit like you're applying for a loan, but they just do a soft check to see, are you in financial difficulties? Because those people tend to make more claims, more fraudulent claims statistically. So if you have decent credit, that's a great way to save on your home insurance.
Okay, great tips and lots more online, which we'll link up at chh.com. Financial planner Travis Cairns, thanks for joining us.